It is showtime.
Oops.
Welcome to High Vibrational Mastery. Welcome. My name is Meagan Michael. This is the incredible Kimmie Seigl, my dear friend and amazing psychic medium. We are here together today as an amazing surprise. We have so much to share with you and to offer you. And oh my God, I'm just going to give it to Kimmie, and I'm going to just get us all set up here. Welcome, Kimmie.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Surprise. We haven't done this for a while together, so here we are, and I hope you all join us. Come on in and have some fun. I'm going to find us and share out.
It's just what I'm looking for. I'm looking for us right now, and why don't I see
I just found us right away.
Oh, I found us now. Here we are. Okay, we're live. We are live. I will pin that post, and I will also pin the PayPal link and stuff like that. We have a bunch of stuff that we're offering today, guys. All right, I'm going to put that in the comments. I will pin that post, and I will also pin the...
Sorry about that.
That's all right. I heard my beautiful voice. Me.
Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Gina.
Bonnie, how are you feeling, Bonnie? Kimmie, Bonnie is not feeling well today, and I told her that, and I hope you don't mind. I told her that we would do some healing for her.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oop, did I do that right? No, I just... So, yeah, I mean, and if, Bonnie, if you don't feel well and you want to go, I totally get it. But if you want to stick around, that's awesome. We're happy to have you here. The energy is going to be beautiful, as it always is. And it's going to be fun. So excited about tonight. So are you sharing right now? So, because I don't want to.
Yes, I am.
Okay. So I'm going to pin this, but we're going to tell you our story about today's date. I'm so happy to work with you again, Kimmie. I love working with you. I always do. I always have. And here we are again.
And I'm glad to be here with you. I was looking forward to it all day. We planned this on the spur of the moment, guys.
Yep. Hi, Gina. Welcome. Hello, Bonnie. Hi, Anna. We totally planned. Okay. So Kimmie actually asked me today, right? And you know what? I think we could share this with them because I think it's important. Like to talk about like insecurity and stuff like that. Right. So, guys, Kimmie and I are you okay with me telling the story that we just talked about?
I'm fine.
Okay.
So I go with the flow, Meagan.
That's what we're doing now. We're going with the flow, guys. Okay. So two stories I want to tell you. One is about the date, and we'll tell you that in a moment. But first I want to share. So Kimmie and I used to have a show together. You guys know we used to go, work together, do readings every Wednesday, and then we took a break. All right. And at first, when Kimmie first suggested the break, I didn't expect her to say that. I was really hurt, and I was shocked, actually. It felt like she broke up with me. I swear. That's what it felt like. I never told her. It felt like, and I thought, oh my God. But then I feel like but she must have felt what I was feeling. And then she kind of like backpedaled and said, well, maybe we'll still do it, but we'll do this or that. So anyway, we kept going. And I thought, oh, all right, I guess everything's fine. But it wasn't really fine. Our show had come to a point where it was time for us to take a break and do something different for a while, grow our own ways. And then, our friendship remained, right? But so when we decided to finally take a break, because we both realized that, even myself, I was not in denial anymore. I'm like, all right, yeah, this is a good thing. But then I was like, I was not afraid isn't the right word. I was reluctant to ask Kimmie to go live with me because I thought, well, she wanted a break, so if I ask her to go live, I could, you know what? I realized it was like a fear of rejection. If she says no, I'm going to feel rejected. I'm just realizing that now. That's a very mental.
It's because Spirit is right now bringing up stuff that we thought we didn't have an issue with anymore. Yes. And it's coming up into the light. And that was what my main posts were about the last few weeks. That this stuff is coming up to be brought to the light. And then we don't have to deal with it again after that.
You're absolutely right.
We all have fear of rejection in some way, shape, or form. We do. We're human.
Isn't that weird? And yet Kimmie and I are good friends. We've always been good. We've been good friends for years. But even still, because it was her suggestion that we stop doing the live together. And then honestly, with this when we finally did stop it, we were both in total agreement about it. But I felt reluctant. And that's why. But Kimmie said 100% spot on. I didn't realize I still had those feelings, that I still had any kind of insecurity. I thought I overcame that. And especially with you and I, because we're such close friends, right? But I did ask you to go live a couple of times. And a few times you were like, well, and I feel like you were just thinking about it. But in my mind, I'm like, oh, maybe she doesn't really want to go do it. Maybe she's feeling, I just overthought it in such a big way. And Kimmie posted something about overthinking today. I'm like, oh, I know how that goes.
Don't we all?
Can I pay for channeled messages? Absolutely, Sujata. That would be awesome. Very welcome. You're very welcome, my dear. Yes. Whichever you want, whatever you want, the menu is right there. And just let me know when you donate and I will put you on the list.
Did you pin it yet, honey?
I did. I pinned it on Facebook and I know you're sharing it. And thank you. And I just want to say hello to Sujata and to Bonnie and to Aiden. I'm so glad to see you, Aiden, and Gina and Anna. And I'm probably repeating myself, but that's okay. So today, all right, getting back to today. All right. Now, in the meantime, Kimmie and I have been friends the whole time, and so, but today, Kimmie reached out to me and we started talking, right? And then she asked me if I wanted to go live. And then she says to me, you want to say what you said? Because I had never, I thought that was pretty cool.
What did I say?
She said, Spirit is something, I'm going to have to paraphrase, like Spirit's bringing to my awareness. This is the first time I've ever asked you.
Oh, yes.
And I said, I know. And then I think I said something like, I've been waiting, and I wasn't really waiting. I was just, but I kind of left it like, I'm ready whenever she wants to go live together. I just don't want to, and so I thought that was really cool. And then you want to tell them what date it is?
Oh, today is 1/17 and we came on live at 7.
117. These are my dad's numbers. These are signs from the universe. When I see oh my God, it's 7-1 right on the screen right now. 7 watching in 1 heart. I kid you. It was
absolutely.
I realized it like early in the morning. I'm like, oh my God, Kimmie, do you know what day today is? As soon as we decided to go live, Spirit brought into my awareness. Hi, Rachel. Great to see you. Spirit brought into my awareness the date. So we knew this was totally aligned. And so I'm just so excited because everybody that's here, whether you're watching now or on the replay, you're meant to be here. This is an important live stream. I don't offhand know exactly why, but I know that it is. And so I'm excited to be part of it. And
we're just going to have fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Ms. Rachel, who just came back from her Bahama cruise, her Bahamian? How do you say that? Bahamian cruise? I know it's the Bahamas, but how would you say that? Would it be a Bahamian cruise?
I have no idea.
I'll ask ChatGPT question. See, I knew I was going to have to. All right, I'm going to show you guys something amazing. I might have shown it to you before, but well, maybe not now. Maybe this isn't the time. Okay. I'm asking AI is what I'm doing. Bahamas.
Oh, okay. I think you were a mad scientist in another life.
You think so? Yes. ChatGPT said, yes, a cruise to the Bahamas can be called a Bahamian cruise. Thank you, AI. Oh my God. I am such an AI geek. Oh my God. I just love it. So I'm going to show you. I didn't show you this, Kimmie. Oh, Kimmie, you're going to love this. I mean, I think you are anyway. I love it.
So who went to the Bahamas? Who?
Rachel.
Rachel. Oh, wow.
She went to the Bahamas and she sang karaoke. And what am I doing? I'm sharing my screen. Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, isn't that cool? She said it was great, really relaxing. Aiden says, but I've been practicing my acting skills lately, so I just channeled a confident Aiden. Was that you with the wig, with the hospital gown as Miss Somebody on TikTok? I'm like, I scrolled past and then I'm like, wait a minute. Is that Aiden? Wait a minute. When I tried to find you again and I couldn't find it. And Aiden says,
I love that he channeled a confident Aiden. I love that.
Me too. I think, you know what? Let's go back to that because that's important. Okay. I'm glad you saw it, Sujata. I didn't okay. Yay. Yes, yes, yes. So do you have the link? Do you have everything you need to donate? Because it's right there. It's pinned in the comments, but I'll make sure that you have it if anybody needs it. Let me go to home on PayPal. We're taking PayPal and Venmo. So I'm going to show you ChatGPT. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Ask anything about anything, or talk about anything, or just anybody, just something. It's paid already. Thank you, Sujata. Okay, I see that right now. All right, so Sujata is getting a channeled message, a double channeled message, and you are first on the list.
Okay.
$22. It's a beautiful number. So today we do have, and I do want to show you ChatGPT, but today we have, I can't find where I am. There we are. Okay, yeah. So we have the double psychic reading, Kimmie and I. I'm like Kimmie and I. Wait a minute, I mean Kimmie and I. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm seeing that's Kimmie. Oh my God, we've got to tell them about our telepathic stuff later too. All right, so double reading for 3333, right? Double reading with the energy healing, double, of course, everything is double. For 4444, a channeled double message for 2222. That's like a mini, you know. It's powerful, also double. The works, which is a double energy, a double reading, healing, and energy clearing for 5555. And guidance for the new year, an in-depth look into the challenges you may face in 2023 and how you can navigate this year with ease. That's 8888. And you can donate now using PayPal or Venmo. The link is in the comments. Okay, now, if you have any questions, just feel free to ask. Aiden says, you never know when someone is going through. So I do everything in my power to make people happy. You know, you're such a beautiful soul, Aiden. You really are. You really are. All right. So first I want to show you ChatGPT. So, okay.
Just make sure you're keeping yourself happy as well.
I agree. We have to. We have to keep ourselves happy first, because we can't give from an empty cup. So if you're only focused externally, I'm sure this is where you're coming from, right, Kimmie? If you're only focused, like if I was only focused on making Kimmie, my friend Kimmie, happy, right? And I wasn't paying any attention to what I wanted, I might do things. I don't know why I'm using this as an example, because it doesn't happen between us, honestly. But I might do things or say things that I didn't really mean, or agree to things that I don't want to do. I've done that in my past, not with Kimmie, but in the past when I wasn't me, who I am today. I would say yes to people want to get together, and I would say yes, and then I didn't want to go, and I would have such stress for the whole week.
Oh, honey, yeah, I've done that so many times.
You too? Man, and I used to torture myself and
then I would be a miserable SOB during the whole thing.
Right? And I would just like take anxiety medicine, because we got to have anxiety because I didn't want to do this thing that I agreed to do. What's that about? Now I know what it's about. It was about people pleasing, and about saying, standing in your power and saying yes when you mean yes and no when you mean no. So
it also carries that fear of rejection in there too. Bingo. If you say no, are they still gonna like me?
Yes, that's such a freaking big one.
Yeah, it really is. It really, really is.
I came from and I'm just gonna reflect.
Hey, Heather.
Hi, Heather. So great to see you. Like in my childhood, I've referred to this before, but my mom was, I love you, Mom, but she was very narcissistic, very childlike in her own ways. And so if I didn't agree with her, or if I challenged her in any way, and I'm a headstrong Aries, oh God, she didn't do well with that at all. I remember one time I was a baby. I was in bed. I think she was, no, didn't have diapers. I wasn't that young, but I was a few years old. Okay. And she came in the bed to tuck me in. And I said, oh, you smell like cold cream. Right? And do you know, she harassed me about that for years. I was maybe 4 years old, and I was just commenting on what I smelled. It was very strong. She put it on to moisturize her face at night, her beauty rituals, but she never let me. Years later, I swear, even as an adult, you just said I smelled like cold cream. So
it's probably Noxzema.
Could have been.
Remember the smell of that stuff?
Yeah, that was pretty nasty. Oh God, I remember the greasy feel of it. Now they're showing it to me, that waxy. My mom actually probably used Pond's, or my grandmother used Pond's, and she looked amazing till her 94-year-old. So, but yeah, do you remember that Noxema greasy?
Yes. It was great for sunburn, though.
Yeah. Gosh, I have a way now, and this is a new thing for me. I guess if we're not gonna. Okay, hang on. Give me 1 second. Hello, ChatGPT. How can I assist you today? Well, we are doing. Okay, hang on. Me and I are doing psychic readings on a live stream. I would like for you to greet our audience and share something about yourself. I don't know what's in it. It says hello. Oh, network error? Really?
Network error.
I've never seen that before. That's crazy. I wonder why. Let me refresh the page. You see that thing on top says we're experiencing extremely high demand. It's a free page, guys. It's on OpenAI. Oh, okay, hang on. I don't know how I got my email in there. Let me try it one more time. Only one message at a time? But okay, dude. Okay. This is not the time for this. It's not meant to be right now, because I talk to this thing all the time. Oh my God. Anna says, oh my God, I remember the smell of Noxema, and it made my face turn purple, allergic. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Noxema.
Yeah, I don't think that it was very good for skin, except for it did really, really cool down sunburn.
It did do that. Yes, it did.
And I was the sunburn queen.
With the blonde hair and the white skin, right?
Yeah, red hair. This is all my gray, honey.
Oh, okay. So you're a natural redhead.
Yes.
Oh, how cool. I didn't know. I mean, I think I probably did know that at one point, but I don't think we talked about that for years. So how cool. Oop. Is Mercury retrograde? Every time I see retrograde now, I think of John saying, Mercury's Gatorade. Mercury's Gatorade. But no, I do not believe Mercury is retrograde today.
No, I think Mars is done and Mercury is done.
Correct. Yeah.
I think we might be like still a couple of days
into what? Mercury
of shadow nonsense.
Maybe I'm wrong. Hang on. Is Mercury? I'd like to ask ChatGPT, and I'll try that one more time. Is Mercury? Oh, it doesn't know. You know why ChatGPT doesn't know? Because it was only programmed until 2021. It's not live yet, like connected to the internet. Hi, Chetta. Hello. Yearly. I don't know how to pronounce your name, sweetie.
It's tomorrow. It ends tomorrow.
Oh, you found it. Thank you. Hoping you can shine some light on my life. We would love to. All right. So it ends. So I was wrong.
Oops. No, wait a minute. Let's see.
Maybe I went wrong.
Let's see.
All right. I got my stuff. I'm getting my cards out.
Yeah. It ends tomorrow.
All right. So we're
January 18th, 2023.
Oh, wow.
So for everybody that is worried about the planets affecting our lives, it ends tomorrow.
Woo-hoo! Wow. Is that person on my friend list? No, she's just spamming. Spam-a-lam-a-ding dong. Okay. So it ends tomorrow. That is excellent. All right. One moment. I'm just removing.
Back here. Okay.
By the way, there's a way to thank you. I got that. Thank you. There is a way to moderate comments when you change your page to professional. Clearly it didn't work yet because you have to have an idea of what you're moderating for. So it'll ask you like the first few words, kind of like with the group Kimmie. This is more for Kimmie, although if you have a group or page and you change it to professional, which anybody can do now with a personal profile on Facebook, if you want to do that instead of starting a whole new page. I'm trying it out to see how it's working out for me. I'm not really sure yet, but it does give me the ability, because that's with the troll thing. I want to be able to stop it before it becomes a thing. So I did block it so that if it's a brand new account, they can't comment. And if it's or if they've only had an account for like less than a year, I don't know what it is, or if they don't have any friends, or if they don't know, you could even do it if they don't have a profile pic, but we have people that don't have profile pictures, and that happens. I'm not worried about that. But I want to figure out exactly the things like, oh, I should do that. Inbox me for your reading. If it says inbox me for your reading, don't remove that. I was trying to figure out what the one constant is. And
yes, that's it.
no matter what dearly beloved thing they say in the beginning, it's always inbox me for a reading, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, that was exciting. Hey, did you see my Dalmatian Jasper?
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you. I'm
beautiful.
very excited about it.
That's all about having fun. We can match that up with.
What have you got, Kimmie? Show it to us. What have you got?
My Dalmatian bear.
Dalmatian bear. Oh my God, he's so cute. He's so cute. Oh, thank you, Chetta. Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Oh God, this is our inner child, right?
Yes, this is fun. This is fun.
You're very welcome. Yeah.
Little bear will sit right here today.
Excellent. And my Dalmatian Jasper will sit right there, right next to me. So yes, when you get signs like Kimmie and I got today with, after she was drawn to ask me to go live, and I'm like, yeah, let's do that today. In fact, at first, I was still in bed and I didn't even look at my calendar. I'm like, wait a minute, today's Tuesday. And I visualized my calendar in my head. I'm like, oh, that's right. Today I was going to do laundry. I don't really have anything planned. Let's do that now. And then she says, yes, we agree. And we see the date is a sign from Spirit directly. Just amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you for sharing, Gina. Thank you. I'm just taking out my cards. We have Sujata first on the list. Let us know when you donate using PayPal or Cash App or Facebook Pay. You could totally use Facebook Pay. That's fine. That actually connects directly to PayPal, and it's really super easy. I should always remember to put that in there.
I'm going to clear energy for a minute, Meg.
Fab. I never heard you call me Meg before. That's cool.
I was having a swallowing difficulty.
I'm like, hey, she called me Meg. Hey, cool.
It meant to come out Meagan, but
you're like,
you never know with me.
We go with the flow.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Sage. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mother Earth, and thank you, Father Sky. Thank you, winds of the east. Thank you, winds of the south. Thank you, winds of the west, and thank you, winds of the north. Thank you, circle of life, circle of love, circle of the universe, and circle of one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May everything be done for the highest good of us all today. Thank you, and thank you.
Thank you. Beautiful.
That feels better already.
Does indeed. I should probably smudge on my end. I know you smudge for both of us or all of us.
Yes.
This is awesome.
I send it out to everybody that is wanting to receive.
Beautiful. So Jota says, I woke. I'm sorry, Kimmie, what were you saying? I apologize.
Oh no, that's okay. I was reading.
Oh, okay. I woke up at 4:00 and saw you both online, and I'm sure Spirit has something to tell me.
Awesome.
And I didn't reach out to you yet about the coaching, but I'm putting together what I want to share with you, and I'm going to do that. So I didn't forget about you, my dear. Not that I thought you thought I forgot, but anyway, I just thought I would mention that. Okay, so super excited. Okay, so we've got Bev Barrett. Hi, Bev. Hello. Okay, so Sujata's first. Okay. You are very welcome. So let me just share with you before we are doing readings for donations today, guys. It's in the comments, and it's also in the description. But just so you could see it on the screen for a moment, double readings for 3333, reading with energy healing for 4444. It looks so jumbled in that big text box. But anyway, so we have the double readings for 3333, reading and healing 4444, a channeled message 2222, the works for 5555, and your complete guidance for the new year, which is an in-depth look into the challenges you may face in 2023 and how you can navigate them, how you can navigate this year with ease for 8888. So all that information's in the comments, guys. And if you have any questions about whatever, just feel free to ask us. All right. All righty. I'm having these weird tingling sensations under my skin and my face. I don't know what that's about.
Is there fairy energy around you? Do you feel fairy energy around you?
Could be. I hadn't really thought that. I was my human mind immediately went to what physically could this be? But yeah, it could be. It could be fairy energy. What are you sensing?
I'm just sensing that there's a playful fairy around you.
All righty. Well, could you please cut that out? I love you, but seriously, that's kind of annoying. You know what I mean? I really like that. I'm like, what's going on?
All right. Beautiful.
Okay. A channeled message. So when I do a channeled message, it usually looks like two cards. Or whatever. It looks like whatever it looks like. That's what it looks like. Looks like whatever comes through. Is there another one? Yeah, there is. This is going to be. Oh, this is interesting. Do you want me to start, or do you already have? Because I've got some cards.
If you're ready, yeah. If you're not, I can do. Doesn't matter.
Okay, I feel drawn to start talking because these are the cards that are. Hang on, are we doing inverted tonight, Spirit? They said just pick up the cards, the message will come through. Okay, so the first card you're getting, now this is my, trying to get us some better light. That's better. Thank you, Spirit. Deep replenishment, rest, retreat, and be held. And this is all from the Work Your Light Oracle card deck. And all three of these cards came out. And this is interesting. Look at the hands on top. I've seen this card a million times, and yet I never realized that these are hands on top reaching for this being, this person. Boundaries. What do you need? Where do you need to establish better boundaries? And there's hands all over. Everybody wants a piece of you. Everybody's reaching and pulling you this way and that way and all these ways. And then the last one is unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Did we just do that last night or what? But they're saying it's more than just energetic. It's a mindset as well.
There's another one, honey.
That's the same person. I just blocked her. That's interesting. Does she have another account? She's wasting her time with our. I apologize. I'll be right back with you in a moment. I'm the only, because it's my. Anyway, it doesn't matter right now. I'm the only one that can do this. Kimmie can't do this for us. The only problem is that I don't see her. Probably because I blocked her. Huh.
Let me see if I can.
Can you do it? Guys, can you just, anybody that sees that, can you just report them? Report it and then hide it, or report it and block it, or delete it, or whatever you can do? Because I'm unable to even see it at this point. And so I'm just not going to give it any more of my energy. Maybe I can do it from here. Oh, I could do it from here.
Okay, I reported it.
Thank you. I don't know if you guys can still see it. I was able to remove it, to delete the comment from the chat and here on the dashboard. So anyway, okay, here we are. So this is a definite message This is a whole complete message here where we have deep replenishment, boundaries, and unbound. It's interesting. Boundaries and unbound. Okay. So what they're saying, what your channel message is today, Sujata, more healing and self-nourishment, more self-love, and boundaries. Boundaries. Boundaries are going to be key. I feel like when we're working together for with your coaching, I just know now. I feel like this is exactly. I feel like what they're showing me. They're showing me everything right now that we're going to be needing to work on. This is important. This is important because you are. They're saying so valuable. You are infinitely loved. You are. The spirit is saying needed to be your best self. You need to. They're saying that the you. Okay, need in a way meaning to be the best you can be, to be in alignment with your purpose that you came here with, the intention that you set for yourself with your team. So that's what they're saying they need. They need you. Your higher self needs you to be in connection with your soul. I feel like you're putting up with stuff that you wouldn't necessarily put up with, and you're trying to. I'm not going to share anything personal, but I know what it's about. But you're putting up a behavior that doesn't necessarily resonate with you. But it's not just that person. It's already that pattern was established before. So regardless of that, we just did an energetic cord removal last night and healing and all that. But even with all that stuff gone, there's still the patterns in life. And so what they're saying is that not having healthy boundaries has been a pattern in this life for you, and that's something that you must consciously and intentionally create for yourself. So as you're releasing all those soul patterns, right? Release all the energy. We took care of that, but now it's time to release the patterns that keep you creating that same type of energy in those same situations. Sujata says, makes total sense. I voice my opinion much better now. I know you do, because I remember your very first reading with me. Well, you know what we did in your live. I remember that. You come out with this beautiful, empowered woman, and you are that for sure. You absolutely are. But there's still some deep-seated stuff that we'll definitely work on together. And I'm looking forward to working with you in that. And in the meantime, they just want you to be kind to yourself. Rest, retreat, and be held. This is the deep replenishment card. Take those beautiful salt baths or whatever it is that makes you feel good about you, and just nurture yourself. And yeah.
Rachel donated as well.
Oh, thank you, Rachel. You will be next. And I'll thank you very much. And I'll pass it on to lovely Kimmie.
All right, Sujata. I have a really, really, really cool message for you here. Okay. I'm going to show you the cards, and then I'm going to tell you the message. Okay, the first card is the Princess of Spring. Optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, and energetic. It's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons and let your creativity take flight. Okay? Let's see if we can get that in there without glare.
That's beautiful.
This is a new deck that was given to me.
I love that.
Very, very beautiful.
Yeah.
The next card is, okay, the first card is what's happening now for you. Okay? They're wanting you to take flight, honey, period. Okay? They're wanting you to take flight. Second, what is that noise?
What's the matter?
I keep hearing some kind of noise in the background.
I don't know. Still now?
Okay, so the second is anybody else hearing that?
Does it feel like a low rumble or something?
No. It's my voice is doing something.
You hear an echo?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't hear the feedback.
Let me lower that a little bit. Maybe that's better.
I just did the same thing with mine. How about now? Any feedback now, or?
Yeah, she heard echoing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it sounds better now. Okay, the second card is what it is that you really, really need to work on. Okay. All right. And this is the 9 of winter. Okay. And it's unfounded fear, focusing on worst case scenarios, and allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. Okay. The third card, this is called the 4-wind reading. Okay. The third card is what is going to be gained out of this. Okay. What is going to be gained? All right. And that is the 3 of winter. Reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation. Sadness that will heal with time. Okay. So growth is definitely happening here. Okay. That's one of the things that is going to be achieved. You're going to be better able to trust in others. Okay. And the 4th card is the Star. And this is what's going to be healed through this process. Okay. Look for the future with hope and optimism. The power of faith to move mountains, and happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. So I see all these really, really, really good things. Okay. Really, really good things starting for you now. Okay. This is in your now moment. All right. The worrying about what's going on. Okay. The constant worrying about what's going on. And focusing on worst case scenarios is standing out big time as far as you have to work on that. Okay. And we all have to do the work. Okay. We all do. This is not just you. Meagan does the work. I do the work. Sometimes I hate doing the work, but I do it anyway. Okay. We all have to do this work. Okay. If something comes up that is creating resistance and friction in your life, okay, we got to do the work to correct that. All right. So I see all these really, really good things coming. Okay. And it's about where you're putting your focus. Okay. If you're putting your focus on the worst case scenario, then you're bringing that into the picture of your life, of what you want or don't want in your life. And that is something you really, really don't want to do, because you have all these really good things. Okay. It's time for you to go after your dreams, whatever your dreams are. Okay. Whatever your dreams are. And working on yourself is doing something to expand that horizon. Okay. And reaching out to others. Okay. People that you trust, that you love. Okay. Is definitely one of the keys for you to be able to move forward better. Okay. And the star. Okay. Start to look at everything with hope and optimism. Okay. Everything. Sometimes it takes a little bit of work to do that, but it can be done. It absolutely can be done. Okay. You do within you have the faith to move mountains. Okay. You have the faith to move mountains. So this is a really, really, really good message for you. You're definitely on the right track. So keep going, keep doing what you're doing. And I don't know why they're saying that, but may the force be with you.
I love that. May the force be with you.
That was the ending thing. May the force be with you. Luke, I am your father.
Exactly. Do you know I binged on the whole Star Wars series like a couple of months ago? I had never seen most of them.
I think I saw the first one, maybe the second one. I'm not really sure, but okay, Sujata, may the force be with you.
Thank you, lovely lady. Thank you, ladies. Love and light to you all. You are so welcome. Everybody's laughing. Rachel says, love you guys. Kim McElwain. Hi, Kim. Amazing
Hi,
animal.
Kim.
Hello, hello. Oh. All right, next up, we have the lovely Rachel Warren.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Sujata, for allowing us to read for you tonight. Sujata says, may the force be with all of us.
Amen.
You are a beautiful soul, Sujata. You really are.
What is that? What was that? What did they say in that movie with the girl with the bow and arrow? I forgot what they said.
And that was Katniss Everdeen.
Yes, Katniss Everdeen.
Everdeen, is that what it was? I'm not. What's the name of that movie?
Oh Lord.
Really famous. It's not. I only watched it once.
They had a saying in there too.
I can't think of the name of it. Hi, Julie Kiss.
Hi, Julie.
Oh, what's the name of that movie, guys?
And
if we don't think of it, it's not that important. It'll pop into my. I hear fire. I'll stop thinking about it. Hunger Games.
Hunger Games. Fire. Hunger Games.
Not fire. Hunger. That's definitely it. Yeah. Her dress was on fire at the end, or something like that. I don't know. What? I don't remember the. May the odds
be ever in your favor. Yes.
There you go.
There we go, Heather. Thank you.
Sujata says, getting up nearly 4:50 a.m. My strays are waiting for me to be fed. Love my strays, mostly cats.
Aww.
Such beautiful. So
a bunch of beautiful strays that are truly blessed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, you have a beautiful day, Sujata. Love you, my friend. I will speak with you very soon. I'll message you tomorrow. Okay. All right. Good night. Love it. She's awesome. All right. Beautiful Rachel, you are up now. Now, I'm really drawn to my Work Your Light Oracle card deck today. I'm going to quiet my mind for a moment. Okay. Are you ready to rock? Yeah. Because I feed my crows every day, love nature and wildlife. Oh my God, Julie, I feed my squirrel friends every day unsalted roasted peanuts, and I have wild bird seed that I feed to the squirrels and the blue jays. They come and visit me, and while I'm on my walkies with my dogs, you just triggered me here. I get so excited about this. I actually bring peanuts in my pocket, and squirrels very often will literally come down from their trees, their home, right? And they'll stand up, or they'll just look, or they'll be hanging on to their tree, and they'll be like, we're here, because they know, they tell one another, the lady with the peanuts is coming down the block. And I swear we could be blocks and blocks away, but all of a sudden they'll all be waiting. And it doesn't happen all like that all the time, but it happens like that often enough that I know that they're in communication with one another. Yeah, I know. Isn't that amazing? And then one of my best squirrel friends, Caroline Squirrel, she's my bestie. She started taking them out of my hand. Oh, hey, Mickey, hi. Where did you find your? I didn't find my purple glasses yet.
You still haven't found them?
No, I don't understand. Understand. They should be right here. Look, they're missing. I don't understand at all. I mean, they're my they're prescription. I love those glasses. You guys know my purple glasses. These, thank God, I have these glasses too. Thank God, but you know what I mean. It's expression. But yeah, these are my new prescription glasses. I don't know. I remember I brought them into the bedroom one day, and I thought I'll just be careful, because normally I would only bring my reading glasses in the bedroom, and I just keep my stuff for the office for live streaming or whatever. And my computer, these are my computer glasses, so I don't really need them in there. But I thought I'm just going to bring them in there tonight, and then I never saw them again. And that was a couple of weeks ago, and yeah.
We'll have to really focus on see where they went.
And I will find out, and I will go back over that post, because honestly, I wasn't 100% focused when I posted it. And I appreciate all the feedback. I appreciate you. Vicky always finds them usually, right? When I lose things, it's quite amazing. Twice now, and I don't post those things too often. But yeah, so we'll definitely find them. We'll definitely find them. But thank you, everybody that's helping me to find them remotely with remote viewing. I just think it's brilliant, and I'm really grateful. Yeah. Oh, I feel like you're coming out of your shell, Rachel. They're showing me a turtle poking its little head out, and then they're showing me like a transformation, like a Cinderella magical transformation. I do. I see that. Like the birds. Was it Cinderella with the animated with the birds and the animals? Of course, they're bringing up the animals. Just dressing her, and yeah, I remember that in the animated movie. They're dressing her, and they're making things into. Like a pumpkin into, the you guys, if we're yeah, I know Cinderella.
Of course.
I'm like, everybody, I mean, it's not everybody, but I would say most of us do. And look at the card I just pulled for you. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. That's really what's going on with you right now. Oh, hang on. 2 out of 3. Well, you made it. Yeah, honestly, just because I haven't found them yet doesn't mean you're not right about the third one. I was looking forward to your comment because I thought she got 2. She could probably get this one too. But I have to straighten up my room, honestly. So that could have something to do with why I haven't found them yet. It could very well be where any of you said. Rachel's saying, I'm hearing probably when you least expect it, you'll find your glasses. I'm okay with that. And yep, Cinderella. Okay, so that's what's going on here. And they're showing me you showed me a beautiful video of you singing on stage, karaoke on the cruise, and it was wonderful. And they're showing me that, like that's that version of you. That version of you, you're birthing the new you, the you that you want to be, that you feel like you're not yet. That just saying, just be that girl. Be that woman. Sorry, girl, you're younger than I, but I feel like you have a very girlish energy. You have a very youthful Piscean energy. So that's why girl comes up for me with you. Dreamer. Yeah, they're saying you're a dreamer, but you can dream yourself into being now. They're saying to dream yourself into being. Who do you want to be? You want to be that confident woman on stage? Do you want to be that who's singing songs? Do you want to be that reader who's very naturally intuitive? Who are you? Who is Rachel? Asking myself, who am I? And then just leaving that open instead of trying to figure it out. Just say, who am I? To the universe. And then allow the universe to show you, because I feel like you're just really finding out who you are in a lot of ways. In some ways they're saying you're getting to know yourself. You're getting to know yourself better and better each day. The next card that I got for you is Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. So they're saying not to get stuck in the old rut of doing the same thing over and over again, or having the same conversations that don't serve you, or being reactive to things, maybe from your parents or others or whatever. In order for you to be your best self, you want to be more of you and less of what everybody thinks you are or expects you to be or would like you to be or whatever. You need to fill yourself up, fill your cup, fill your own, thank you, fill your cup. And that doesn't mean trying to convince anybody else that you're right about anything. They want me to show you this card. It literally flew out just now. They're saying initiation. It's your third card. Rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So I really do feel like you're at a pivotal moment right now. You're on the precipice of something very new. Your new life, new world, dreaming your new world into being. dreaming the new you. 2023. They're saying the evolution. Hang on. They're giving me a half a message and I'm asking them for the whole thing. They're saying to, could you please change? Can you please elaborate on that? I don't understand. What they're saying is watch the connections that you make. But I'm asking them to elaborate. Like, is it a watch out kind of thing, which they don't usually do? Or is it a be observant of? Yes, they're saying yes, be observant, be aware, be observant. Mm-hmm. Old programming, yes. Yes, sweetie. Yeah, old programming. But it's not focusing on the old programming. It's creating a new you, programming yourself in the now. And definitely meditate. A lot of the exercises that when I was doing coaching with you that you didn't want to do, the homework, that stuff would still really, really serve you. I'm sorry, I just threw you under the bus. I apologize. That was not cool of me to do that. But I know, I don't even journal. Okay. And I invited you to journal, but that's because I know what I know. And I know that it helps you to find yourself and to clear things out. And really journaling is just, I have started doing it lately. I thought if I'm going to ask people to do that, I need to do it too. But honestly, it's a really powerful way to clear your energy and get your thoughts out so you can see what it is. Because, okay, a lot of us, and you may be one of those too, are able to see becoming self-aware. So this is a message for like a lot of us, for everybody. Becoming aware of your thoughts, aware of yourself, and without saying things that later on you're like, oh, did I even really mean that? No, become aware in the now moment before I speak these words, or immediately afterwards, like I just did a moment ago. I'm like, oh, okay, I got to correct that, because we're still human. What's the bottom line here, Spirit? What about the connections? Okay, there's going to be connections in your life, new connections, helping you to facilitate. They're saying jobs, next level awareness, and the ability to discern for yourself. And that's what I've got for you. When I get the heck out of the way and I just let Spirit channel through me, it just flows so nicely. That's what I've got for you today, Rachel. Thank you. I pass it to Kimmie.
All right, Rachel, we have some cards for you, and then I'm going to tell you the message.
Please give me one moment. I have to ask this question. What are the Rosicrucians? I don't know what that is.
What?
I was going to join I think I don't know how to pronounce it, Rosicrucians, but I've never heard of it. Okay, are they revealing who they are?
Are they?
The message? I don't ask my guides unless they tell me who I'm talking to. I don't ask who the guide is. It's just not important. A human mind wants to know those things, but Spirit doesn't care about it because they're honestly all connected.
They're a spiritual organization.
Okay, cool. See if that resonates with you. And Vicky's saying, way to go. They've been around for centuries.
I shall have to check that out just because.
I'm about to chat GPT it while you're reading for her. You kidding? Yeah. And then I'll share it in the comments.
There we go.
Sorry to interrupt, Kimmie. I just had to address that.
All right. That's okay. Okay. So you have the Queen of Summer. Loving, comforting, emotional, and intuitive. Listen to your heart. Intuitive insights you can trust. Taking care of others, perhaps too much. Okay. That's the first card. The second card is Eight of Winter. You have what it takes if only you believe in yourself, thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want.
Thank you.
Then we have the King of Autumn, compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and gifted. Be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything is going your way, a good person or company to work for.
Look at that. We're just talking about that.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's why I was smiling.
Oh my God. I love that.
Okay, we have some, what is this? Sandra Delgado.
I don't know. I was just sharing out to another group. Oh, that's exactly what you think it is. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the last card for you, Rachel, is the Chariot. Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments and being in the spotlight. Okay. So what I'm hearing is very, very similar to the message Meagan got for you. Okay. You are a very, very sweet, lovely person, and your energy is very sweet and loving and kind. Your energy is really, 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 I mean, it's sweet like sugar. Okay. I'm sure that you have fairy energy around you. I'm 100% sure of that. Um, what I'm hearing, okay, though, is that you really are wanting to fill your own cup, okay? Because sometimes you overextend yourself in trying to help others, okay? And the main message that I'm hearing for you is that being more assertive in this, being more assertive in this walk that you're walking right now, in this path that you're on, okay? Being more assertive, because there are people that are going to try to take advantage of your good nature, okay? That is just plain and simple, okay? There are people out there that are just going to take advantage of your good nature. What is going on
I'm
here?
sorry. I did. I realized after I sent it that it was going to ding you. I didn't mean to do that. I was just trying to send you something for later. Okay.
Okay, so what
I give people cavities. She's saying, sweet. She's sweet like sugar.
yes, she is. She is. Her energy is very, very sweet, and there are people that are going to take advantage of that. So they're saying to be firm in that aspect, okay? And to be assertive in that aspect. Very assertive. And I know being assertive is really not in your nature. I can feel it, okay?
Pisces sun too. Yeah.
You are a lot like I was when I was your age. I was not very assertive at all. Okay. And I'm feeling that beautiful energy of yours. Okay. So your main message is to fill your cup. Okay. And be assertive about who you are um allowing in your energy and allowing to be helped by you. Okay. Um Watch that. Okay. Watch that. Very, very important. And believe in yourself. Okay. Believe in yourself, because you do have control over this. Okay. You do have the power. You do have control over this. So believe in yourself And have that self-confidence, okay? Because you are. Not only are you sweet as sugar, but you are powerfully strong, okay? Very powerfully strong. I don't know why I can't talk right tonight.
Powerfully strong. Yes.
Okay. So they're wanting to see more assertiveness for you, period. Just period. Okay. And that's what I keep hearing is the assertiveness. Okay. And once you start doing this for yourself, you have the Chariot here. Okay. The Chariot is all about fast movement. Okay. And this is going to bring you into the spotlight. Okay. You might not want to be there as often right now, but it's going to bring you there. Okay. Your assertion, your self-dedication, your self-confidence, okay, are all the things that are going to be coming speedily now. They're all going to be coming speedily. So, and success is coming as well. Okay, whether that be a job, or doing an online business, okay, success is definitely coming for you. I do want to collaborate with people I know. Yes, awesome, awesome, absolutely. So that's what I'm getting for you, and they keep saying assertiveness over and over and over. Okay, so I can't really ad lib onto that message. You've got to be assertive, and you've got to do it for yourself.
Absolutely. Rachel is saying my intention for this year is to thrive. I'm done struggling and surviving and struggling. I'm reading backwards today, which is all right. It all comes out. I'm done surviving and struggling. Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so you're reading backwards and I'm talking funny, so we're good.
And Mercury is all about communication, and it's still retrograde for another day. So there you go.
Now this card also came out for you, and I didn't see it until now, which is the Six of Winter. Positive changes are on their way. A welcome relief from troubled times. Traveling, which you've already been doing. And relocating. So those things are coming to you, okay? And they're coming quickly. The Chariot is fast movement.
I love that.
You gotta be assertive with yourself.
And I have to throw this in because they just made me pull these cards. Grounding and blessings. The blessings that you're going to get from grounding, because you're very like with the fairy energy and very, energy with Piscean and very, very dreamer. And so you must ground. And Kimmie is all about grounding, and Kimmie's energy is so grounding to me personally, but she is to everybody. Do you guys feel it? That's a great question. And that by the way, that's your reading, Rachel, and thank you very much.
I always was told, Megan, even before I started on this path in recent years, it's been 4 years now. I've always been told that I have a very, very calm, I generate a very calm feeling. And that is something that's natural for me. It's just natural. It's a gift.
It is. It is definitely a gift. It's a very maternal energy that I feel from you. It's a very grounding and calming energy.
Absolutely. Get back to meditating there, girl.
Yes, that's the key. That's everything.
Vacation is over.
That's it. What is it? What'd you say? I didn't hear that.
Vacation is over.
Meditation is the key to everything. To everything, guys. If you really want to live a spiritual life, you have to meditate. And I don't like to use the word, I don't usually use the word have to. I'll give you an example of somebody that doesn't meditate, and it doesn't matter. My friend Diane. But she's not a psychic and not trying to work as one, but she's just so high vibrational.
But she might have a different way of meditating, like walking or running or focusing on something else.
Travel, she does. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be sit down and om till you turn blue. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, but it really can be though, guys. Just so you know. Listen, and you know why? And not everybody has to do that, but you sit in silence and meditate, don't you? Sometimes.
I do different.
Okay.
Sometimes I get more progress staring out my window, believe it or not.
Yeah. So why not meditate with your eyes open? Sure. Absolutely. There are different ways. And so Kimmie's absolutely right. There's different ways to meditate. But but the quieting your mind part, that's the key. The
Yes,
quieting of your mind. If you let the
exactly.
keep flowing and flowing and flowing, you're just running on old programming over and over and over and over because you can't create anything new if you're still running on the old stuff. Yeah, I chose a nicer word. That's all. They give me a sh. But when you quiet the mind, which is all the lessons and programs and all that stuff, and you will just allow and you just be open, stuff comes in. You're removing all the barriers and then you're receiving. So whether you receive it in that second, no, you'll receive it. But whether you're aware of it in that very moment, like after I come out of meditation, I'm like, oh my God, sometimes. But sometimes it's just everything goes better. And then you're very clear when you're in a circumstance and you're at the right place at the right time, or you think of the right thing at the right moment. It just, your life flows in a better way, in a more cohesive, beautiful, divine way when you've meditated because you've allowed your connection with spirit. You've allowed yourself to receive that connection and to plug in, right? I can't make that sound like, there it is. You plug in. You're plugging in to your higher self and to all that is, but you can't hear it. It's like if you're listening to music blasting, right? And I'm trying to talk to you, but the music, like if anybody ever been to a club, I used to go to clubs and dance when I was younger, and you try to talk to the person you're dancing with, they can't hear a word you're saying. It's like that. Maybe that's not a great example, but it is an example though, because that's absolutely the case. It's like if you're not listening, if you're not open to receive it and you're not listening because you're allowing your brain to create your reality for you, then you're never going to create something new. Or if you do, you'll be tripping over it. If you really want to create your life and create your reality, you have to allow spirit to work with you and through you. And because you are a team, we're working together. This is not like you're not here by yourself alone. And so meditation, and I know for all these years, I've never really I don't push anything on anybody, but if I was ever going to push one thing and say that's the key to everything, it would be meditation. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and there's there are different ways to do it. I remember when I was in the church and it was my turn to actually preach, I would start freaking out because I wasn't getting any message. And that meant it was time for me to get out and take a nice long walk.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, during that long walk, the message would come through loud and clear. And it's the same thing. Whatever works to quiet your mind.
Mm-hmm.
It could be sitting down and doodling on paper. The thing with that is that you might get into automatic writing at the same time, which is really cool.
Absolutely. Well, that's part of the journaling thing. Because I gave, with journaling, if you're meditating and you've quieted your mind and you're allowing yourself to just journal, you'll find, and I know for sure you're going to do it. That's why Spirit invited me to ask me to invite you to do that. You're going to find you will be automatic writing. That's why that just came to Kimmie too, because that is something. I work with Rachel as a private client as well, so that's where this is coming from. But you're absolutely right, Kimmie. The automatic writing, I totally feel that for her. Mm-hmm. They're saying it's a wake-up call.
Sometimes it comes by accident. You don't even know it's happening. You're sitting there doodling little flowers or whatever it is you doodle, and all of a sudden there's messages coming through.
Yep. So true. And you can type or you can write. I know Kimmie has beautiful handwriting and she writes everything. And I used to, and I read, hi, Erica. Anyway, now I type more, but I do have a book and I do notice that my connection seems to be even better but that's just a limiting belief. I can type it or I can write it. Anyway, however you do it is right for you. Pun intended. Hello, Erica Serafina Rivera. And Rachel says, thanks for the reminder. I'll give it a try. You go, girl.
I hear Mr. Kitty snoring, but I don't see where he is.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Kitty. Hi, Mr.
Mr. Kitty is snoring.
That thing comes to me. What is that saying? That if you do the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, it's the definition of insanity.
Oh yeah. Put a different twist on it. Yeah.
Right? They do the same thing over and over. And listen, I've been there. Goodness knows I've been there. I was married to like the same person. Well, once it was literal, but the other times it wasn't literal. But I was married to the same person because I kept going for the same bullshit, characteristics and stuff like that. Because I wasn't aware. But once you're aware. Now, how did I get out of that cycle? I had to almost die, honestly, and lose everything. And so I don't recommend waiting till things get that bad until you become aware of your reality and create it intentionally. That's why I really want to help people to create their reality in the now. And honestly, Albert Einstein, yes. I love him. I saw him in my trance the other night when I was sitting for trance. He's awesome. But I really just want to, I'd love to help people to connect. And the energy is easier now. Don't you feel that, Kim? Not like when we were younger. It's easier now to connect if you put, I feel if you, I don't want to say the word effort, if you allow it to happen and you set the intention, we're living in a higher vibration. And so, yeah.
Well, I didn't really know what the heck was going on when I was younger.
Yeah.
I knew I had gifts. I thought I was a weirdo.
That's funny.
I had no clue about being spiritual or anything like that. I thought spirituality was in a church.
That's right. You were a preacher.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, how interesting. Wow. I was just thinking, I wonder what we would have thought of each other when we were younger. And we wouldn't have been friends. We wouldn't have had much in common at the time, I don't think. Because I was on a wild path when I was young.
So was I for a while.
Well, then I guess maybe we would have been hanging out.
I was too until I had my first kid.
I'm going back a long time, by the way, because I didn't party like that when I
had my first kid at 17.
Oh, good golly. That's right. Well, you know what? You have such a beautiful family. So.
I was a bit of a wild child before that. Yeah.
We definitely would have been friends. Oh my God. I was thinking more about when you were a preacher and I wasn't, I don't know. But I just think it's so interesting because I was looking for spirituality in different ways too. And I actually was drawn to crystals and witchcraft and, Wicca and Buddhism. And I tried all different religions and I was searching. I was actively searching. I had a thing called a Book of Shadows, which I didn't even know what it was. I was just barely learning about Wicca. And honestly, I automatically wrote the first thing I ever wrote in my life, which said, and you guys are not going to believe this, but yeah, you probably will. I wrote, "You create your own reality." And I'm like, what the hell does that mean? I never wrote another word. I closed the book. I put it in. It was a nice, like a leather bound, I was going to make it a big, important book. But, first of all, I'm not big on rules and stuff. And Wicca had a bunch of, you have to do this and you have to wear that. And I don't like you have to do anything, but it took me a long, like years. That was like when in my teens, when I was, teens and into my 20s, honestly. But isn't that interesting? You create your own reality. That's what Spirit told me when I was, I don't know, like 18, I don't know, 8, whatever, young. And I'm like, that's ridiculous.
I did realize at a certain point, okay, and this is a hint for any of you ladies that are trying to call in a man, okay? Be specific about what you want.
Yeah, that's good.
I did realize that early on in life, okay?
That's important.
And I realized the more specific I was, okay, the better off I was. Okay, so any of you ladies that are out there looking for a guy, okay, dream about him and be as specific as you want to be. If there's something that you really don't like in a person, okay, then make sure you make that known.
great advice. Oh my God, I want to show you guys something. Totally different topic. But by the way, if you donate for your reading today, the description is in the comments, and we're doing the channeled messages for 2222, or you can get a full live reading for 3333. The reading and the healing 4444. You can get a whole year, the outlook for the whole year for 8888, and we're doing that all tonight. Or you can get the healing, energy clearing, and the reading for 5555. We are using Facebook Pay, PayPal, and Venmo. So if you want to be next, then let us know that you donated. And if you have any questions, feel free. I'm going to show you this. So, okay, so, all right. So my brother died on the 10th of, wasn't it the 10th of January? Was it the 10th? It was the day after my mother's birthday. Yeah, it was the 10th of January. And that was interesting. But anyway, so but I'm okay with it now. We're gonna have a celebration of life for him on the weekend, and there's so many good things that are coming out of this. But it's it's still, and I know, and I've been talking to him in spirit too, by the way, and we get along so much better now. But still, it's its thing. But what I wanted to say is that my nephew, my beautiful nephew, went through some photo albums, and he said, "Hey, I think I have some things that you might want." And he said, and I said, I didn't even remember what he was talking about. I'm like, what are you looking at? Could you please show me? And look at one of the pictures that he sent me. I have to share this with you. That's me. That's me at about
Meagan in the cop suit, sexy cop.
It's a real gun too. It's a 357 Magnum. It wasn't mine. It was my cousin's who was standing next to me. But I wore it for the picture because I thought it looked cool. I could have gotten my license to carry a gun, but I didn't have a gun myself. But we used to go shooting all the time. Who cares? Anyway, the point is, look at my energy. I feel so like I love her and I send her so much love, but she was like really, into partying. And I was a security guard, by the way, not a cop. But she seems so almost unfamiliar to me. And yet that girl, that woman, that young lady is the one that got that message from spirit and said, what the hell does that mean? But I was searching at that age. I was searching at all my ages. I was doing, healing energy and helping plants grow when I was like 12. My friend and I would read Stephen King novels, and then we'd also read psychic stuff and energy and how to move things. So that's something that, but yet it's interesting because we all. Let me ask you this: Thank you. How many of you were like someone else when you were younger? Whether you feel that you were walking or you've just evolved considerably, or like. I don't know. Does the energy, you're observant and what am I trying to say? You're unbiased. So what do you feel, Kimmie? I feel like the energy is different when I look at that picture, but I'm wondering what you sense as you know me well now and you see that picture for the first time recently.
I don't know. I thought it was a fun picture.
Cool.
I did stuff like that too.
Yeah.
I think you probably, your higher self was talking to you, but you just didn't realize what the heck was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A lot like me, I got a lot of things when I was younger, but I was like, okay, I'm looking for Jesus. I don't know about any of this other stuff.
I love that. And I didn't know I was looking for Jesus until I found Jesus. And then I thought that I found everything, but I did with Jesus. I did, but with religion, I didn't. But I think that's so interesting. Spirit just told me, hang on, could you say that again, please? I was overcompensating, that I was overcompensating for being like bullied as a child, as a young child. I was very shy in school and I was very smart. And I was chubbier, I guess, than some of the other kids. I look at my pictures now and I'm like, I don't see a chubby kid, but I've been anyway. So, but apparently I was. And the kids made sure they tell me that. And so I had this complex, right? These issues. And so growing up, I said, I'm going to be cool. And that I know I did that because I did that consciously. I did when I was like 12. We're moving to Florida now. Nobody knows me. This is what I said to myself. Nobody knows me. I'm starting my whole life over again. I'm going to be somebody completely different. I'm leaving that insecure, geek over here, and I'm going to be cool. And honestly, that was my main goal. And I created this person. I created the person that I was. I was a badass. I created that person. I partied and stuff like that. I wasn't the super intelligent, really straight girl straight meaning like sober girl from my childhood. I was, this new person, but I wasn't happy. I was always searching. I was still searching, and now I'm freaking happy. And so I have to be kinder to her because I realized she was searching too, and I love the picture. I mean,
and she didn't know.
She didn't know, but she wanted to know. Yeah. She had a lot of old programming, and she still partied on these. She still did some hard drugs at that time, like cocaine at the time. So, I mean, once I stopped that, I never did it again because it almost killed me. But that is something I did once in a while at that time. So, sometimes you might have a relative or someone that's not a good influence, and it's not their fault that you do what you do. But if you choose to continue to hang out with them, I feel like I'm talking to somebody here. If you choose to continue to hang out with them, knowing that you're going to be inspired to do, things that you don't really want to do, that you don't feel like are for your greatest and highest good, you may want to reconsider that relationship.
I love Abulita's take on your picture, honey. Read that.
The picture shows me a free spirit warrior and a warrior that don't take shit from nobody. That's kind of how it was mostly, or how I wanted to be, I'm sure there were, because I was still going into unhealthy relationships, controlling relationships. So on the outside with other people, I don't take shit from anybody, but in my personal stuff, I was still playing out the old programming, looking from a controlling mother to looking for someone that's controlling, but yeah, so it's interesting because it's a lot of, I'm understanding, I guess I'm unpacking and processing, there's that. And then there's also, we tagged her and here she is. Hello. Welcome, Melissa. There's also the, what was I going to say, Spirit? What were you going to say? Doesn't matter. If it's meant to be, it will come back.
I wasn't bullied when I was a kid.
Awesome.
I was not bullied, and I was very much of a loner. Very, very much of a loner. Mm-hmm. I was the girl that went to the library, grabbed a book, and during lunch hour went and sat in the woods on a log and read.
Oh, wow.
I was the girl that was staring out the window, daydreaming about God knows what while the teacher was talking.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I love that.
I also was the girl that would stick up for anybody that was being bullied.
Cool. You were that girl, huh?
Yeah, I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it. It made me cringe.
I like that. It's interest. Oh, that makes sense though. Okay, what's that word you're using, Spirit? Agency. That you were raised with a sense of self, they're saying, I'm trying to put it together, a sense of agency. Because you didn't have an overbearing mother or anything in your life like that. You had to tune in. You had to be strong within yourself. And from that power, you didn't give other people your power. You didn't give away your power like that. I understand we still talk about, people pleasing, but I feel like you didn't give away your power. And so you really have a strong,
I had to actually be in charge. One of my first foster parents was an alcoholic.
Yeah. I wasn't going to bring in that, but that's what I'm feeling. Yeah. So you were strong and you saw a lot of unfairness around you in your own life. And so you weren't going to tolerate that shit with anybody else.
No. No. And my first husband was physically abusive.
Oh, really? Oh my God.
But I fought back. See?
Yeah. You go, girl.
Don't take it. Don't ever take it.
Agree. Oh, really? Again? Wow.
Again, what is with this? How is she doing that again and again?
That I don't know. That's interesting mystery. Okay. I blocked the comment. I blocked her and I deleted the comment. I've done it through Facebook and I've done it through I don't even know if it's a her. I doubt it. I don't think there's one female that has so much interest in spamming our one live stream. You know what I'm saying? That's some like Nigerian
Hey,
scam.
Claudia, welcome, welcome.
What?
Rachel was very quiet. Yes, Rachel, you were very quiet. I can feel that.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why assertive.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. My mom, Sean also sent me pictures of. Do parents often take pictures of their children potty training? I was on a potty. I saw. I'm not going to share it. I'm like, what is that? Why would you take a picture of me on a potty? I mean, it doesn't show anything except my thigh, but whatever.
I always stayed away from that.
Yeah, I don't think that's cool.
I think those would be embarrassing when you're older.
Right? Clearly obvious. That's my mother had a thing with boundaries. She didn't have any of that, so I wasn't raised with them. So yeah, there's two pictures of me sitting on the toilet. I'm like, what the flop? But it wasn't the toilet. It was literally a potty. That's how young I was. I was just learning. So funny. Gina says my mother is 92. Oh, bless her, and still overbearing. Her body may be failing, but her faculties are all there. God bless her. Yeah, my mom and I had a very healthy relationship before she passed. Well, not very. No, it was the healthiest one we ever had. But we weren't physically close together.
Right. Rachel said her mom is overbearing too.
It's a thing, huh? It gives us some very common ground to grow from, and I feel like that's a lot of the reason that we are all connecting to each other. It's milestones. I've got pain left side of neck. Okay, we will have to help you get rid of that. Do you want to do a healing tonight, Abuelita?
Yeah, we were going to do for Bonnie, weren't we?
Bonnie, we're gonna do. Oh my God! Thank you so much. We absolutely are. Absolutely. I take pictures of my kids on the toilet. Okay, then. To each his own. Let's see. That's the way my husband.
Who said that?
Melissa. You go, girl.
Are you gonna hold it up to them when they grow up and embarrass the daylights out of them?
And one of the pictures of me, I'm wearing a New Year's Eve hat, so I know what day it was.
Aw.
Like, really? Seriously. That's so funny. That's the way I am. My husband said something to me and I don't like it, and I let him know I don't take shit from nobody. I tell my daughters that I don't take it from nobody, and no man hit you. Wait, hang on. And nobody man hit you and hit them right back. But hit
them harder.
That I'm not going to go down that. Not going to dig too deeply there. But I understand what you're saying.
Everybody that I know has mom issues in one way, shape, or form, guys. Okay, everybody. They only knew what they knew at the time that they were raising us.
That's true.
Okay.
They did their best.
So we have to have some kind of like forgiveness there. We really, really do, because they only knew what they were taught. Okay. And most of them grew up in an era where emotions were not shown and love was not shown. Okay. So we really, really got to give them some kind of break. We got to cut them a break. They did the best that they could with what they were taught.
That's absolutely, I align with that 100%. They did the best they could with what they had, and that was it.
Yeah.
That's all we can do too, but we can keep evolving. You know what I mean?
It's like the abuse syndromes, they run in families because so-and-so was taught to abuse from his parents, and it goes on and on and on like that. And the way we break that is forgiveness. Okay, we're healing our own family line. Okay, through forgiveness, because they didn't know. They really didn't know.
Now, Claudia says, I don't like that saying. They only knew what they knew, that they only knew what they were taught, because I'm not like that. And she goes, I'm not reproducing what I got. Oh, you don't have that. You
No,
don't.
that's not what I was saying.
No, it's not.
Okay, that is not what I was saying, honey. I am not like my foster mother that was the meanest, cruelest person on the face of the earth. I'm not at all.
Nope.
Okay. What I'm saying is we have to have forgiveness for them. Okay, forgiveness for them because okay, they learned their behaviors from society, from their parents, from what was going on around them at the time, just like we learned a lot of our behaviors.
So when we say they did the best, that's all people can. That's all our parents did. They did the best.
That's all they can do.
I don't feel like they couldn't do. Like a lot of times I used to think, oh, if only my mom would have done this, or if she would have been this way, or if she would have been more supportive of me, or if I could have spoken
When I was growing up,
and not being punished for it. But she was who she was. You know, she only had certain tools. And
when I was growing up, being beat with a belt was accepted.
wow.
Okay? Being beat with a belt was an accepted behavior from a parent. Okay? It's not anymore. They learned that from somebody before them.
Do you know when I first moved to Florida? It was 1979. I was from New York, okay? Very civilized. And I moved to Florida, and in school, they allowed, what did they call it? Paddling. They had a freaking wood paddle. I would have smacked them in the head if they ever tried that on me. I didn't do anything to warrant it.
Absolutely. Those things were acceptable, Megan.
It was a big wooden paddle, guys. And that was you go to the principal's office, and the principal could bend over a child and hit him with a giant wooden stick. A paddle. I mean,
that was acceptable behavior. And Julie, yes, they can't give what they don't have. Exactly.
I agree with that. Mm-hmm. Gina says, isn't that the truth? School of Hard Knocks. Yep. With the imprinting and the programming, yes, I do feel that has a lot to. Oh yeah, it really was a different time. That's true. But let me just say this, because in New York they didn't allow that. That was barbaric. So that's why when I moved to Florida, those kids were used to that. You know, that was just normal everyday schooling, and I thought that's the most insane thing I've ever heard in my life. I can't believe it's legal. I was in shock. I wasn't, it was really a very different time, but a different world too. You know, it's really interesting how stuff like that is. Rachel says, wow, yeah, they really did.
It is a totally different world now. I mean, if you smack your child, you're in trouble. Okay, so look at how far things have come.
Trixie, please, honey. Watch out, Trixie. I've got a big wooden paddle. I'm just kidding.
Yes, Catholic school. Yes, Julie. Yes.
I love you. Yeah, I know. Like I think my dad went to a Catholic school. I think it was him that said the story. They used to rap him on the knuckles with a ruler. It may not have been him that told me, but it was a Catholic school story that I heard, that they used to hit him on a.
Yes. Yes, you did. You got whacked really good.
Trixie. Oh, really? Oh, you're good at that now? Okay. There you go. Anything else? Why are you chatting with my dad? Anything else coming in? In Jamaica, that's an interesting sign, because my dad's store was in Jamaica, Queens, not Jamaica. But, I just think that timing there is very interesting. See, and look at the card that I literally pulled up a minute ago, and I wasn't sure. I was waiting to see when they wanted me to use it. Synchronicity. Hi, Dad. The dad's here. That's cool. So on divine time, flow state, meaningful coincidences. Melissa says in Jamaica, the teachers were allowed to hit the kids too.
I know, I saw that too. Fiji, what was that?
What was it?
A big shadow.
Oh, okay. Cool. You got spanked, Abuelita. Wow. I'm telling you, because I was raised in New York. I would have hit that person. Not a chance they would have done that to me. But I guess you must have been. I accept it. I don't know. I mean, I say that now, but I was never in a position to. But isn't that crazy? But all the kids that were where where I moved to, that was just normal for them. If they were naughty or whatever that is, they didn't follow the rules. That programming that we all
it depends on what your parents believed in as well, because I grew up in New York, Megan, and we got the belt many times.
From your parents or the teachers?
From parents and from teachers.
Really? See,
yeah.
My dad, I got hit with a belt a couple of times by my dad because my mom made him do it. Honestly, I know, I remember. But I never a teacher, and I know my parents wouldn't have. I don't think they would have put up with that, but it wasn't my reality. So what you're saying, it was normal in school and at home where you grew up, or when
they had corporal punishment is what it's called.
Wow, I never heard of that. Ouch. Julie says, when you got home, you got it again.
Yeah. Okay, so let's look on the bright side, guys. Look at the way things are now. Okay, you can't do those things that were once accepted as normal anymore.
That's right.
Okay. So things have changed quite a lot since I was a little girl. I'm going to be 65 this year. So things have changed quite a lot, guys, and it's getting better and better every day.
It's getting better all the time. Better. It is. You're right, Kim. 100%. It is. You can't do the stuff that you used to do, or you know what though? I mean, it's just evolution. I mean, I look at playgrounds. We used to play on metal toys and things that spun around, and you could fling off and go who knows where, and slides that were burning hot metal, and you slid down and your tushy was burning. I mean, we did those things, and it was fun, and it was normal. And so
we used to ride in the back of pickup trucks.
Right? I didn't have that opportunity, but I would have totally done it. Oh my God. I always wanted to ride in the back of a truck when I was younger. Yeah.
Drank through a hose in the backyard.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But I love what you're saying, Kimmie. It's all about where we are now and how much we've learned. And something else, when we do have a parent that's controlling or something like that, we chose them to learn something. So some of us become really amazing empaths. It really enhances our empathic ability because we're always trying to please that parent and trying to get out ahead of it. Like think, well, if I do this, she'll probably do that, so I should do this. So you're trying to always, project into the future to figure out how and to manipulate things so that everything is okay, because you feel like you're the one that's trying to keep everybody calm and balanced, and that if you say this to mom, she's going to be like all over the place, or if you do this. So anyway, so it's always a type of you're always tuned into somebody else. That's why it's very often you're not connected to who you are. You don't even know who you are. I didn't know who the heck I was. I'm still learning, but I really didn't know. 8 years ago, I was just realizing that I didn't know myself, that all the programming often, she said, I've never been a people pleaser. I was the opposite. Okay. And that happens too. Sometimes it goes the other way. I don't want to talk about it. We just died, so I won't. But anyway, so certain children grow up to be the other way. Maybe they're more independent. Some are narcissists, or so, like the parent was, or exhibit those behaviors. I don't want to label everybody like that, but it doesn't, we all come out of it learning, hopefully, what we intended to learn, and where it's stimulating our own growth. And spirit, as I'm picking up the cards to move them over, because Trixie's laying on my whole desk right in the middle, they're saying new beginnings. And that's what we're going through right now. So I'm going to go to the other room just for a moment. And when I come back,
we're going to do the healing for Bonnie.
Yes.
And Claudia, if she wants some healing for her pain.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'll be right back.
It's all about free will as we grow. Oh, here we go again. Yeah, I can't do anything from my end. So just ignore this Janet Sandra, guys. Until Meagan comes back, there's nothing I can do on this end. Oh, and she's going for it. She's going for it. Listen, Janet, if you're really, 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 really good at what you do, start your own group and have your own lives. Yes, Troll Tuesday.
Did you miss me?
Yeah, we have another one, Meagan.
Yeah, I heard the word.
It's Troll Tuesday.
Oh, I don't want to label Tuesday that. Then we'll create that something we don't want.
Oh.
All righty. Now, interesting. This one,
I love you too.
do this one differently. Okay.
Yes, absolutely, Julie. Absolutely. We grew up in a time when people did not say that. They did not say, I love you.
I did. I mean, in my family, we did.
Yeah. A lot of people, Meagan, you were lucky in that aspect. You were very lucky because we grew up well, I'm older than you too. And things did change slowly, but a lot of people did not show their love at all in words or hugs.
It could have been a Jewish family thing, Kimmie, because I didn't like all the freaking hugs and I didn't like the slobbering ants and stuff. Get the fuck away from me. Jesus. Sorry. But seriously. And my mom did say I love you a lot, but it was conditional. So, everything is perspective. Was I lucky? In a way, yeah, for sure. It's good to hear it. But if it's conditional, I love you. But when I was finally in my 30s, I said, you know what? Don't ever say that again. If you're going to say I love you, don't say but, or I don't want to hear it at all. And she finally stopped. But I had to get into my 30s and grow up in order to say that. So, isn't it interesting?
Huh?
I said, isn't it interesting how we all have, like you and I specifically have completely different childhoods, and yet we're so connected. We're so connected, and we understand each other. And I feel like sometimes when we look at each other's experience from a surface, from the human mind part of us, from our egos, it looks like the other person might have had this better or whatever, or different, not just you and I, but other people. But the reality is that nobody has it better or worse. We all have it, whatever it is.
Yes. I'll be right back, Meagan. I have to let Fidgy out.
Okay. Yeah. I was watching something. Was I watching a documentary or? No, I was watching. Yes. I don't know anything. I didn't even know. Listen, I'm aware of Lisa Marie Presley. I loved her father and I thought she was really cool, and she's transitioned now, but I didn't even know she had children. So now, because I've been watching a little bit on YouTube, she had a son that committed suicide. Now, you're Elvis Presley's grandson. All right. And you probably live in a nice place. I don't know a thing about him and I don't know his life. I don't know why he did it. But I can say that many people on the outside might look at that and assume that everything would be perfect. Elvis Presley's grandson, he's got a famous name, he comes from money, whatever, but yet this young man took his life. And so we don't know. We're not in somebody else's shoes. Even those of us that are psychic that can tune in for a moment, we didn't live that life. We can tune in and feel everything they're feeling in a moment, but we didn't live their life for them. So it really isn't for us to tell anybody else how they can best live their life, or that they, that this, everything that we do in that way just comes from a place of judgment, really. And it's an opinion, and it's definitely coming through the filter, or the filter of our ego. Yeah. I don't know where all that came from. Well, I guess I do know where that all came from, actually. I know where it came from. Yeah. It just didn't come from me. But I agree with it. Okay, so y'all didn't see that. Good. So I got rid of it quickly. Excellent. And Abuelita says, Kimmie, you're right. I never heard I love you either, but my mom always kissed us. Well, my dad wasn't a highly affectionate person. His side of the family, okay, Kim, this is it. My dad's side of the family was not affectionate. They weren't big I love you people, and they weren't huggy at all. My mom used to call them very cold as ice. My dad was not cold, but still, that wasn't from his. Now, my mom's side of the family, blah, 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 blah.
So think about this, okay? This is how much things have changed, okay? Mm-hmm. Husbands were allowed to beat their wives. They were actually allowed to do that. It was acceptable for a husband to beat his wife if he wanted to. This was accepted behavior. This is not accepted behavior anymore. Thank God. Now, there are still men that try to do this, but it's actually against the law.
There's some women that do it too, by the way, just saying. But yeah, I did not know it was legal. I didn't know that was ever legal in our country. I never knew that. I can't even imagine.
Yep. Yeah. It was acceptable. They were property. Wives were their property.
Some countries, I think they still are, but that's, things are changing.
So things are changing for the better, guys. A lot of things are changing for the better. And I can see it because I've been here quite a while.
When I see my mom in the picture, I don't have any, I could find it somewhere, but I don't want to show the one on the toilet. When my mom was younger, when I was a baby, even if she didn't have like full makeup on every day, her hair was always done. Her face always looked pretty. She always wore nice clothes and a pretty apron. Always. She was, everybody else was to call it glamorous, but this is like what, I'm looking at her and I'm the baby and I'm on the potty and she's looking all glamorous. I'm like, how did she even manage that? But I know that's kind of how it was, because I believe, there's nothing wrong with that. But I know she got it from her mom, but back in those days, in the 50s and stuff like that, I was born in the 60s, but in that era where you look a certain way and you see that on TV, right? And that kind of like sets the tone, and Leave It to Beaver, whatever, so they're
Mother knows best. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And they're dressed just so nice and they're whatever, and they're taking care of the babies and everything. I don't know how my mom did it. I don't remember her picking me up. She always said she had back issues from a diving accident from when she was young. She must have helped me sometime, but.
Okay.
Are we ready? Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I was like getting all into my head there. Oh, memories. And some things aren't really memories, guys. Sometimes there's statistics about it that I don't know offhand, but memories are sometimes things that we remember in a certain way, or we've been thinking about it that way for so long and it didn't even really happen that way. Because if you talk to somebody else, they might have a whole different memory of the same incident. And so. And you know what? If we have to say one last thing about this, I'm so sorry, but I'm going to do it, and then we'll move right on to the healing. But like, if you feel like, okay, like Rachel's saying, my dad is not really affectionate, but he shows it in his actions, like making me laugh. I love that. As long as you have your own language, I think that's really what the essence of what I was going to say. That everybody has their own way, And if the two people understand it, then that's beautiful. I'm glad you have that with your dad. And my dad definitely said, I love you, Pussycat. And he used to call me Pussycat. But he did hug me. But it wasn't like it wasn't a smothering thing. But anyway, his family, I hugged his father one time, my grandfather. He froze. I was a baby, like 3 or something. I went to the store. They used to have a store together. And I felt really, I still remember it so clearly. I felt very affectionate that day. And I was like, oh, grandpa. And I ran up to him and I wrapped my arms around him. He just froze. I'm not even kidding. Like,
Yeah.
Didn't even move. Like, I felt like he wasn't even breathing. And then when I stopped, I never forgot it because it was such an interesting experience. I know, that I learned. Trixie, you got to stop it, girlfriend. No, you can't sit there, honey. No, I need the mouse, baby. I love you too. You're such a good girl. Let's go down now. I love you. Okay.
All righty.
She said I need to hear it sometimes. I think we all do. But there are some people that may not ever say it. So if we base our happiness on somebody, and I'm not saying this is about you, but I'm just saying if we base our happiness on somebody else having to do or say something specific to us, then we're giving away our power.
Mm-hmm.
If you need someone else to say it, that's, I would ponder that, my dear. But we want to hear it. And when I feel like we give, I know we vibrationally, we get back what we put out. And so do you often say, I love you? I'm just, I know I often.
I do all the time.
I do too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do too. And so.
And I give giant bear hugs too.
Do you? Oh, I want a Kimmie bear hug.
Absolutely.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. Kimmie bear.
Yes. We changed a lot in my family line. Yes, we did.
Exactly. And that's something she's saying, Abuelita's saying, I was 2 years old and my mother and dad got divorced. So I never hang around with my dad. So I don't know what he was all about. Rachel says, I love hugs.
All righty. So let's shift our energy.
Yeah, healing. I'm going to play some music for us too. Hang on, I've got something perfect. I don't know why Spirit brought us down that path or we went down that path, but you know what? It's all okay.
It's okay because sometimes, it's good to see what's actually changing.
And this is going to be a big year of change, Kim. Do you feel it?
And it's good to see it because, a lot of times we don't see it. We just don't see it. And there's been a lot of big changes as far as, what's acceptable behavior and what's not. A lot of big changes.
100%. Yeah. And, I love what you're saying because sometimes we even have to be aware of, on the outside, like paddling and beating wives and stuff. I mean, that's huge, but also our personal changes. How much we've changed and evolved from when we were younger.
Yeah.
Hard to talk about, but healing.
Okay.
Well, good. Then I'm glad we talked about it because people.
We weren't expecting to do that.
No, that was definitely not part of our high vibrational let's have a good time plan. But but it was good though. It just had when you get it just flows. It just has to come out. It was like that. My grandkids always tell me I love you, Grandma, and my kiss always tells me I love you, Mom. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to screen share with the music. Okay. I'm going to do trance healing, and so.
And can we tag Bonnie maybe to see if she's here?
Yeah. Let's see if that works.
She might have fallen asleep or something.
But I don't want to wake her if she fell asleep.
No, just tag her in the comments. Tag her in the comments. That way she knows where it is.
Oh, you mean the time? Okay. All right. Hold on. I just didn't want her phone to go. I should have typed in the it's 1 hour 53 minutes, something like that. Okay. All right, I think we're good. this a bit louder. All right. So this is for Bonnie. Oh, Bonnie's here. Hello. All right.
Kind of in and out of sleep. Yeah.
That's a really good question. And I would love to unpack that, but not right this second because we're about to do healing. But it's such an interesting question. I'd love to know what Spirit has to say about it because I'm getting a feeling, but I can't tune in there right now. Isn't that an interesting question, Kimmie? You know Kimmie wants to respond too. All right. Sending healing energy. All right. So this is for Bonnie. We're doing
It is a very interesting question. It is. And I've often wondered that myself.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
I guess because I sit for trance, I know so I learn about healing like every day for like a couple of years now. And she's saying everything is healing. And I know that when I sit for healing, like I'm about to do right now. Hi, thankful mom. Happy New Year to you too. You too. Hello. But what was I about to say? I have no idea what I was just saying.
Okay.
It's okay. So we are doing healing now, guys. This is for Bonnie. This is for Justin's mom's too. Hi, Sahita. Hi there. Okay. Great to see you. So we're doing healing, and if you would like to receive healing as well, this is going to be focusing on Bonnie as well as Claudia. We're also expanding the energy, and you are welcome to relax and enjoy. All right, take a deep breath and exhale fully. Plenty of water later. We will begin. And if you want, just allow yourself to receive healing. You can also call to mind other people and beloveds you feel like healing as well. It'll go to those whose higher selves are in agreement with it, but you can request it from Spirit. I just saw spirit right over his head.
It's
You done?
beautiful.
That was beautiful. Do you have, okay, you have incense burning.
Yes, I have sage burning.
Okay, all right. Because I'm like, I see spirit, and then I'm like, wait a minute, that looks like smoke. So I do see spirit around you, but it wasn't the swirly thing that just happened there.
It
Although
normally it goes out. This one did not go out.
interesting.
So
So
it must have been needed.
very much. That was a beautiful healing. That was amazing energy. Oh, you're welcome. Nice seeing you too, Sahita. And excellent. Beautiful. All the beautiful energy that's being sent out to Bonnie. And what I did was not just send out the healing to you now, but to your past self and future self. We all understand that the timelines run concurrently, but I literally send out healing not just for you, but for everyone's. So everybody that received and wanted to receive healing, whose higher self was in agreement. I thought I had the same bottle. I have a similar one. I think we've talked about that. But anyway, yeah. So I did it for everyone. So that as long as the higher self accepted it, it went across the board for the soul, across all timelines, the healing. And I did it for myself too, because they also made me aware that I was being very critical of my 18-year-old self. And then she said to me, if you don't love me, who's going to love me? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I believe in you. So in the middle of the healing, I had that chat. I healed my own, my own younger self as well. But yeah, you can talk to yourself, by the way, just like that. Do you ever do that, Kimmie? Talk to your past self or?
Oh, yeah.
Right? So, okay. So that's what we've got going on. Let's see. Did anybody else donate? If you donated for a reading, let us know. We have a nice list today. Although it's probably getting kind of late, so.
Yeah, we've been on here over 2 hours.
I realize that now. All right, so I guess we should kind of wrap it up. So if anybody wants a last minute reading, speak now or hold your peace.
Forever hold your peace.
See my back scratcher? Watch this. It's telescopic. Whee!
Oh, a telescoping one. Wow.
Isn't that cool? I thought when I first saw it, Dollar Tree, I'm telling you, it was this. And I thought, oh, it's for my hair. Okay, cool.
Good night, Anna.
Oh, good night, Anna. Thank you for being here. But then when I got home, I'm like, wait a minute, it's got this thing. And I'm like, oh, I see. I can scratch
wow, that is really cool.
I do love it. Dollar Tree. And then I can also scratch my dog. Like he's laying there right next to me. And he's like, oh, what are you doing, Mommy? Oh, you're such a good boy. He's like, I'm sleeping, Mom. But thanks for the scratch. I love you too, son. He's like, what are you doing? He sleeps very soundly. All right. So this has been beautiful and interesting and apparently much needed. So I want to thank everyone for being here tonight or on the replay. Be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And let me post that link in there as well. I'll give you my YouTube channel in there. So thank you. Thank you. Also, Kimmie and I both have amazing groups. We'll drop those links in the chat too. Mine is High Vibrational Mastery, the group. I'll drop that in there. So please feel free to join us. Kimmie has Rainbow Journey, the group. So I'm going to pull that up. I'll drop it in there.
Have a good night, Heather.
What have you got going on as far as services right now or anything upcoming, Kimmie?
No, not yet. I'm working on stuff.
And do you have some animal reading you're offering right now?
Yes, I am. I am offering animal spirit guide readings and past live readings. Quickie readings in Messenger.
Excellent. All right. So, and
yeah, I'm in the process of revamping a lot of stuff.
Cool. I've honestly been doing the same thing with my own business, but I do absolutely still do the full hour readings. I use Zoom, and you guys know how I do. Some of you know how I do it, and others don't. So I'll share it. I use Zoom. We meet for an hour, and I do reading for you. I also do healings. Sometimes we can do them live or virtually. If I feel drawn and you feel drawn, the energetic cord removal is a very powerful experience, getting rid of all the old baggage, old connections, old energy that no longer serves you, that you're no longer learning from. So that is another service. I also do past life readings. You can also book Kimmie and I together privately. We would certainly do that as well. But anyway, if you're interested in reading and any kind of reading with Kimmie or healing or whatever, she's amazing. You can message her right on Facebook. Is that the best way to reach you, Kim?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll maybe just drop your name down in your page there too. Hold on. Oops. Too many eyes in Kim. Puppy, are you all right? I didn't give you your ear medicine today. I'll do that when I'm done, baby. Okay, there we are. I got you. I got you, buddy. I got you. He's such a good boy. All right, so I'll drop this in there. That's Kimmie's Facebook page. And honestly, emailing me, emailing me or messaging me on Facebook is the best way to connect with me as well. Although I do also have a Facebook business page. Let me just share that with you. But still, if you just message me on my regular Facebook page,
I have a Facebook page, and I really don't use it.
I'm starting to use mine more. It's very new. So it's it's still a new page, but it's high vibrational events. But yeah. So this is I'm revamping my website, so it's not up right now. The highvibrationalmastery.com has been down. While I decide how we're expanding this. So, oh wait, one more really amazing thing I have to share with you. Hold on a moment. Oh wait, let me pull that up first. I have an incredible event coming up this Friday. And let me show you. Communicating with the Dead, in conversation with evidential mental medium Susan Morris. So that is this Friday. Susan is an amazing medium, and she'll be doing readings, mediumship readings, psychic readings. And so if she connects with your past loved ones, you can either come on the screen. If she invites you, if she's really connected and wants you to go live with us, you can come live with us, or you can remain in the chat, whatever it is. But you'll know, we don't know who's going to come through. And so it could be your past loved ones. So invite everybody who you feel would be interested.
And that is 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, thank you, Kim. It is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's 8 p.m. in the UK and 1 p.m. In Pacific Time. And that's January 20th, 2023. And it's going to be amazing. I'm excited. Yeah, live mediumship readings. She's just so good at it, too. I mean, anyway, I almost clicked the wrong button. I almost ended the broadcast. I'm trying to stop the sharing. So anyway, I'm tired. I'm hungry. Kimmie's awesome. Kimmie, thank you so much.
I love you. I love you guys.
I love you. I love you all.
I have leftover eggplant calling my name.
Oh my God. I know I'm jealous. Okay. All right. You enjoy your delicious leftover eggplant. I'm going to go forage for food in my kitchen. I have leftover vegan meatballs. I'm probably going to go that way.
There you go. Have a great night, everybody. Remember to encourage each other and lift each other up.